Good late morning, ladies and gentlemen. Lounging with Lisa, the video series that has me lounging while coming at you with thoughts of the day, a little sweaty. Here on my porch, taking a break from doing beans. Joel brought home this huge basket of half yellow, half green beans that I've been washing out back and cutting and all that jazz. I'm pretty sad at the moment because I put the video up on Facebook of the Barbara J. cruise and was checking comments and such. I don't do Facebook a whole lot, ladies and gentlemen, only when I upload a local business or something like that. I don't really hang there a whole lot. So the gentleman to whom I sold my first advertisement in the community news, and this month is my anniversary month, his name was Walter Halleck, evidently passed away. I have none of the details. So that makes me pretty sad. I really liked him. In fact, he's the reason why I have our dear sweet Edna, because I had a different van. Something was wrong. I had a black van and went to get it fixed. I needed body work or something. I can't even remember the details, but he said there's a van over here. I don't think he was involved with the sale. Like, he wasn't selling it, but it was for sale and he knew about it, and it was Edna. She had been a construction van. So yeah, he lined me up with that and was just really nice. First phone call I ever made for the paper on the first sale, and I always gave him a discount because of that. I liked him. I thought he was a super nice person, supportive of the community, especially like cross country and that kind of jazz, cross country running in the schools, because he was quite a runner. So then I found out on the boat yesterday, I promise this won't be such a total downer, ladies and gentlemen. The captain, Captain Clare, mentioned when we got on board, told me that he had heard that a fellow named Rod Downing had died. And I just didn't know what to think. He wasn't super sure about it, but Glenn Milosh, gosh, this is crazy. You might have heard me speak of Glenn before, for those who've been with me since the late 70s. Glenn's my oldest friend that's a boy. Like, mother and his mom, Bootsy, exchanged maternity clothes back in the day. They were both older when they had us and all that jazz. He's a year older. It would be his first cousin, Rod, who died, and evidently the Captain Clare was at Station 3, and Glenn got a phone call and blah, 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 blah. So Glenn was the only boy ever at my birthday parties and whatnot. Also, you might remember, for those who've been with me for a while, when Mother did when I interviewed Mother about her designs and we showed them, that was the day Austin died. Gosh, this is a bummer video. I promise I'll perk up. Nutsy, the model, the one we call Nutsy, that would have been Rod's aunt. So these names are so funny. There's Bootsy, Nutsy, and Buck Downing. They all had kids, so they're first cousins. I remember playing, during, I think, my sister's first wedding. We played in the house. I was a little kid, and we were playing with a balloon and stuff after the reception. I've known these people my whole life, and it's really quite a bummer, because another reason why it's really upsetting is Rod had a brother named Todd. Good gravy, this is a soap opera. Todd took his own life, ladies and gentlemen, and it turns out that his daughter ended up to be very close with Austin, my stepson, who died on April 13th. Was it April 13th? Yes. Wow. Just 4 months ago. So there's that morning update. And plus a former Salisbury Township supervisor found out that he died as well, ladies and gentlemen. I think I'm going to be attending a lot of viewings and funerals during this hiatus from the live gigs. Moving along to some cheery news. Now that you have the background of all these people with interesting nicknames like Bootsy, Nutsy, Tucker, Buck, all kinds of fun stuff. Thank you so much for watching that video. I think it has like 100 and something views. I did share it on Facebook. I'm not sure. I think maybe 5 or 6 people watched it over there. I really do appreciate it. It was such a good time. Oh my goodness. Just a wonderful experience. And I was trying to think. My friend Karen, who I pointed out her house that she over near the park. And my aunt had a house that was behind there. My aunt's house faced the Hotel Conneaut, ladies and gentlemen, if you can see this in your mind. And her husband, Aunt Ann's husband, Uncle Dud, I'm sure, another strange nickname, was the chief of police at Conneaut Lake Park. Isn't that? It's a dangerous job. A merry-go-round pony might get loose and bite someone. So, you know, Karen and I could go back and forth when I would visit Aunt Ann or what have you. So that's that exciting news. Karen got married on the Barbara J is my point. So that might have been the last time I was on it, but it seems like I was on it since then. Something to do with the newspaper, like the Historical Society, whenever I used to cover their meetings. I think they might have invited me on, and the boss went with me. I just can't recall, but not under this new ownership going on down there. And it was really great. $10, ladies and gentlemen. And you could really, like, you can bring whatever you want. That class reunion thing was, I have to show my thing. That class reunion deal was, you know, just casual. They brought pizza that, of course, Janet and Mick ate. I did not eat pizza. It sounded like I was going to get a piece of pizza for myself, but I was not. Can't do that, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, my goodness, bread, carbohydrates. So, at any rate, yes, you can bring whatever you want on board. It's just a nice $10 cruise. I'm promoting it like I work there. I don't work there. I don't get anything out of the deal. In fact, they don't need to advertise at all because word of mouth has worked so well and so forth and so on. It's a great way for people to go out who, you know, don't have a boat or that used to have a boat and don't have it anymore. That would be us. Although I have the kayak, but it's not the same. Yeah, it was just a great time. Totally, I highly recommend it to any community member who might be watching this, or even people that live in Greenville or Meadville or Erie or whatever the case may be. So what else? Let me think. Don't want to take up too much of your time here. I will pause. I just thought of something cute about Rod Downing. One of the last times I saw him was when my sister was in town. And we were down at this place called Gallery K, some a little coffee and art something. It has a long name. At the edge of town. And he came over and said, oh, there's my favorite journalist. It was real cute, and he sat with us for a little bit. But then I saw him again. Last time the child was in town, that would have been just 4 months ago, I guess. He left in May. We were over watching a band, and I saw him come in, and we chatted a little bit. It's just so sad. I mean, his parents don't have any kids anymore. They both died. Awful. I'm sorry to bring it back to that, ladies and gentlemen. I can't always be cheerful. This is a vlog about my daily life, so it's not always. I was going to say it's not always guns and roses. It usually is guns and roses, though. Okay, I think I'm done. I have Bernard here lounging beside me. I'd like to thank Mick and Janet for attending the cruise with me yesterday. The cruise. That sounds funny. I'm almost to 8 minutes here, and I'm probably boring you to tears, so I shall release you from bondage and get back to my beans. Beans galore, yellow and green. I don't care for this, ladies and gentlemen. I don't care for it one bit. Lounging with Lisa, the video series that has me lounging while coming at you with thoughts of the day. Join me, join others. Drop your political identities. Let's focus on issues. Leave labels at the door. Research before you judge. Remember, war is a racket. Don't take my word for it. Check out General Smedley Butler and what he had to say. I'm getting a message from Mick. Love you.